check again. Done some more to this, right. I've added a little bit more in since you last watched. I've done some more details in here, put some little twigs and sticks in, basically. That's about it really, just sort of done that. And then I thought I'll just leave some to show you how to do it, but you've probably seen me do this loads of times before. But this here now, I'm just where's my glasses? Glasses on. Just going to pop in some little silver birch trees in here, so I'll have a couple in there. I'll put these in quite strong. Let's put 3 in. I'll pour them in quite strong because they tend to sort of disappear, like some of these here, look, disappearing. So I'll probably have to go over some of these again in a bit. So a bit further back anyway. Them two I might have to go back over again in a bit just to make them that bit stronger. Some little bits in here, look. There, that'll do. That'll fade back a lot. Right, I think I might do now. Put some of this water in, just because I was experimenting how to do it earlier, and I've got some of the colour I want on my brush. Right, let me have a sip of this. Just add a bounty bar. You know the bounties. Very nice. What happened to the card? Bounty bars used to have a little bit of card in bottom on them, didn't they? I know what happened there. It's gone now. Right, I'm doing negative painting here, look. Into there. For me, water. There we are, some water. Yeah, what happened to the bit of card in a bounty bar? I don't know. It went, disappeared. I think it's a Doofus reckons it's a conspiracy. He says it's got something to do with the pyramids, but I don't know. Came around when Doofus went missing, and he'd been watching them UFO documentaries, and he locked himself in the attic with tin foil on his head. Can remember? Bloke in flat upstairs went mental. More of that there, like, look, see I've got my negative painting in there, look. A few more bits. Keep these lines vertical, because if they're not vertical across, then it'll look like your watter's running off the page. I've weakened it a bit, because all this watter's not going to be exactly the same, so weakened it a bit. I think I'll come across there like that, and then I think I'll leave a gap there, and then come back in, and have sort of another sort of bit back there, leaving a gap, something like that. There. Sort of line across here. This is sort of what's happening. It's loads of it's must be a windy day. Usually if it's like this, that means it's a windy day, because these are all the little ripples and that in it. Right, so now then let's have another ripply bit across here. I'm just making this up. This ain't really the same as the photograph. I'm just making it up. It seems to come lighter as it gets closer, so all I'll do, dip in the very, very tiniest tip of it into some water, and that's take a look at that. That's took it a lot lighter, and it just sort of does this. Look. Sort of does this. I'll have another dip in a minute, and then it sort of, I don't know, it seems to come sort of more over this side, and then let's have another dip, just a tiny little tip. So I've dipped in water, seems to come more over this side, and then, oh, that's nice, and get thinner. as it comes over here. Don't know why, that's just how it is. Maybe there's more wind hitting on that bit there. Don't know. Best thing to do is not to worry about it, just do it as it is. You know what? I might have a little bit of negative painting in there, look, there. How's that look? Just a little bit there. Nice, isn't it? There we are. There, I think that's nice at that. Don't think I need a great deal more hotels. Actually though, looking at it, let's get a couple more just of these stronger bits, because it looks a bit odd with the red. I've done the strong bit there because I wanted me negative painting and I wanted that yellow to stand out, but now it looks a bit odd that it's got that there and no other bits. So I'm just going to add in the odd low lights now, and that should look good. Just odd equal low lights, a bit in there. Not much. Sit back in a minute and have a look, see if I got carried away or not, or if it's just right. There. No, that looks alright, I think. It'll dry slightly lighter. It's not totally dry yet. That looks alright to me. It's rough water, that is. A very, very rough water. So, yeah, I'm going to leave that at that. Now, is that white? Totally white? And I'd say it's probably not. So I might stick a really, really light glaze over that. I don't think that white's totally white. I think that's why it's looking a bit strange. What I might do here is put some darks there. Some darks there, so I'll have a contrast between light and dark. I think I'll have a dark there with some lights in here. Right, let's... Oh, I tell you what has happened. That... oh, my screen's gone off. Back on, come on, stop messing about. There. That bit there, what I thought were going to lose its colour. I'm going to stick a bit more in anyway, but it hasn't. It's kept its white really good. I'll just go in a bit thicker and just make that really, really stand out. There. Oh, yes. That's nice there. There, that'll do me. Yep, lovely jubbly. Right, now then, I'm going to flip this upside down now, put some grasses in here. But I want some negative painting, because there's some like reed, yellow reed things up there. So I want some negative painting on that. So it can be easier to get me spiky look to it by having it upside down, I think. Right, so let's get a nice bright yellow colour, I think. Yeah, that's looking nice. Nice bright yellow. Oh, lovely. Just mixing it up. Yellow and blue gives you a nice green. And then that bit there will be the bright yellow. Right. I need my paint maybe slightly on the thick side, because it's got to, bristles got to break. Well, that's Derby sound. I've just tested it on some spare paper, which is what I keep saying to do. So there, that'll do. Spin it back round in it, and then right, I want slightly thinner paint, so I've got to add more water, but don't want it dripping down. So, and I could do with painting fast, because I want to get rid of every single one of these lines at the top. See them lines there at the top, the spiky bits? I don't want any of them, so I'm going to try and get rid of all of them. spikes at the bottom here. There. That's looking pretty good, isn't it? There we are. Nice bit of greenish colour. Pulling some bits down again. Oh, lovely. Oh, yes. And if I want to, I can use a scratcher and scratch a bit up, but I don't think I need to. I think that's okay. Right, I need some dark at bottom of here, some dark brown. So let's get some dark brown. I haven't even washed my brush. Just gone into some Bon Tumber, and then because I've got that green on my brush, took it green. Instead of washing it and wasting paint, I'll just add a bit of red to it. And that takes that green back to a brown. Not quite dark enough, so I've added a little bit of Payne's grain to it and all. Job's a good one. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this in really, really dark now. This is all this embankments and that. That's it, right. Get this right now. I'm just stroking up like that. It's just down at the bottom of this bit. There's here little dark roots. I think I use corner of my brush. Seems to be working better. There we are. Can you see what I'm doing? My hand might be in the way. There. So I'm just getting these roots in, look. It's like when someone bleaches their hair with dark roots. There, look at that. So quite right, I think that needs some little tiny scrapes in it perhaps. Let's get this little scraper's good for this far away stuff. Just pop a few little scrapes in there. I'll have to go fast because I don't want it drying on me. In fact, if it dries, I'll re-wet it and do some more. And it has dried, so I'll do that. I'll get some water on my brush, water it, come in, re-wet it, smudge it up a bit. That's better. There, that's working good. Look at that. I'll leave them bits because them bits got some scratches in. Well, I'm just re-wetting it like that, look. There. And get some more scratches in. Get a bit more of that effect. Well, that's my roots on there. There. Let's get me a rigger brush. Get some darks on it. So I've done some highlights with my scraping brush. Do a few low lights with my rigger brush like that. Look. There. I've got to do loads, just a few. Right, in here, look. Right, let's do some negative painting now. To negative painting, we'll come in here and we'll get these bits here, look. That, and then I think what I'll do, come in some of that creamy yellow colour, a bit of that, just mix them up. Bit more yellow in there, more yellow, a bit mix some creamy yellow colour up and just blend that in to that. There. Then back into some of that dark colour again. Mix, soften some of that back in. That's it. So it looks like the top of that's coming in front of there. Tell you where else I could do an arm with this blue colour. Where did I make? Oh, it's there. I could get some of that blue colour there. This bluey grey colour here, and I could just come in and just do a bit of similar thing, just a bit more negative painting like that. Even just some bits almost down like this. Let's see that. That looks nice, doesn't it? That's just showing you which way the stuff's going. There. That looks nice, doesn't it? Then on there, I think I'll have some darker stuff on that bit. Why not? Alright, so let's get some, let's have a look, some darker browns for in there. Some darker creamy browns. Just for in there. Just mix it up. Nice dark creamy colour. I'll have a light creamy colour as well. I'll do both. So I'll come in here, and this is where I get my contrast. So I'll mix some of them in there like that, in my light colour. Come across there and do some look. That's looking nice, isn't it? Oh yeah, really nice. I love that. Like that. And then I'll come same colour right across here into this look. Oh, might let this dry and then whop a bit more of that even darker in. That's nice, I like that. Right, now then, let's have a look. There's that grey colour, like a grey colour in there. Tell me what, let me do this. I'm going to try and get this yellow colour and blend that into this colour. Like that, with some negative painting perhaps. And then bring some of that up into there. Like that. That's nice. A few bits like that, look. Then with that grey colour, it's like a greyish colour in here. Fill some of that in. Same again, I ain't got to go mentals with it. Some of that in. It's like grassy, strawy stuff. So hopefully just by building these layers up, we'll get a good bit of stuff. Some nice creamy stuff in there. Got a bit more creamy now there. Some more of that in there, I think. That yellowy stuff. And then let's go back slightly towards that orange colour. Went slightly oranger in there, didn't it? So I'll do same with that. Is that building up alright? Not looking bad, is it? I'll chop in with a bigger brush in a minute. Let me just sit back and have a look. Yeah, quite liking that. I'm thinking now, just in here, I think I've got that dark a bit too much, so I'm going to cut a bit of that back down by just using, I think, a bit of this, a bit of whitey. Let's mix like a white green colour up. I've got a bit of get some more water on there. Mix some yellow in. That's it. I've got a bit of designer's white gouache and some yellow mixed in, And I'm just going to come down into some of these bits and just sort of chop that up a bit. I think that looks a bit too much, so I'll spin my brush around as I'm doing it. That's it. You can always repair these things, you see. I got a bit carried away on here, I think, and it just didn't quite look right, so I'll just come in, do a bit of that. That'll do it. So, and also I can cut a bit of that up into that other bit as well. It's going to look good. That can cut up into some of them bits as well. Look, like that. It's always going to look pretty good. Does that look better? Oh, I think so. It's just broke that dark bit up a little bit. On my picture there were no shadow. You could have try and put a bit of reflections of that in. You could do this if you want, like I always say, the world's your lobster. You could do this with a not a windy day and a smooth water and have some reflections in it if I wanted to. It's up to thou. It's up to all thou. Right, so I'm just looking at this. Is going to have to be built up a bit more, I think. My trees are looking pretty good. That water's looking okay now. I want fishermen in. Put fishermen in. Let me stand right back. I'll move that. Let me move that across. You can't see what I'm doing. Let me stand right back and have a look. Yeah, it's not looking bad at all, that. I'm thinking maybe it's a tiny more few. Let's watch that brush. Low lights up in here. So I've got that. Let's have a darker green. Well, that's quite a dark green. What's that like? Oh, my picture's there again. So just have a few low lights in there. Tiny few little bits like that. I don't want to do too much because I want this to still look quite far away, and in fact that's quite strong, so I'll just smudge with one's finger. Right, now let's get some creamy colours for in here, I think. So I want a greyish cream colour, so let's have a look, see what I can mix. So there's a nice grey in here. That's grey. There, let's get some of that in. Thicken some of this up now. That's it. There's that orangish colour. So I'll go straight, not even wash my brush, straight into that orange there. That's it. And then straight into bright yellow. Mix that in. That's gone back. Yellowish creamy colour there. Straight into there. This other colour's all on there as well. Even more yellow. To there. Like that. Blend everything together a little bit. There, that's that. And then just scratch in some. Well, they're too strong. Let me try somewhat smaller. Scratch in some. This is better. Some little. That's better. Scratch in some little grasses. That's all quite long stuff there. There, that'll do. And then I'm thinking just a few more longer bits in more. There we are. There. That's that. Oh, I don't know if I can scratch a few bits through there. Right. Now then, I just need fisherman in. What are we on? 24 minutes. Right, I think I'll stop now. This is nearly my last attempt on this now. So this will be number 3, is it? Drinking my tea. And then I think I'll do one last video where I stick fisherman in, and I'll have a look, see if there's out needs tidying up on it and that. Then I'll make that my final video on this. It's difficult one. It's no way is this. It's probably one of the most difficult ones I've done. So if you're a beginner, maybe it's not. But then again, some of these fiddly bits, you're pushing paint around, so you've got quite a bit of control, whereas some of these big bits you've got to be brave to do them, so maybe it's not as hard as you're thinking. But anyway, if I could make one thing absolutely clear, then I definitely would. If you've enjoyed watching this half as much as where I've enjoyed painting it, then you'll have enjoyed it twice as much as me. Then I'll have enjoyed it twice as much as you. Is that right? I ain't got a clue. It's a proper saying. It sounds cool when people says it. Sit down, beach.